Then we got the Seahawks and Jets. We get to see Mike White return against a Seahawks team that's flailing, who has lost 6 of the last 7 games.
Both these teams.
Yeah, both of these teams are reeling. I think the advantage in this game, honestly, is the 12th man.
Yeah.
I think the 12th man is a real thing. Seattle, one of the loudest stadiums in America when it comes to sport venues. Mike White might be a little rusty, given that he's missed a couple of games. And the Jets defense looks like they're starting to show some cracks in the armor. So for the Seahawks, I think Geno Smith has a little bit of animosity towards the Jets after, starting his career there, kind of falling off the rails a little bit. Could be a revenge game for Geno Smith. You still have the DKs and the Geno and the Tyler Lockett's and the Kenneth Walkers of the world.
Yeah,
I like the Seahawks in this game because they're at home, because of the Geno Smith lore, and because I think overall their roster right now is a little bit better. And the Jets, I think they're kind of falling apart a little bit.
Yeah, I like that take because we saw the Seahawks really rally to Pete Carroll, and there's a lot of animosity. Is it Russ? Is it the Seahawks? And the Seattle Seahawks team really showed up. They showed up and showed out against Denver, and they played hard for Pete Carroll in that game. And I think Geno Smith's teammates are going to do the same for him. He struggled, but he hasn't played awful. He's still a really good quarterback. Stats-wise, he's a top 10 quarterback in the league this year, especially the Jets are also reeling, but this is in Seattle. New York did have a mini bye this week, but Seattle's coming off a tough loss versus Kansas City. Both these teams are reeling. This is going to be a playoff game because I feel like both these teams still have a shot to make the playoffs. The Jets have a legitimate shot. I think they have a better chance at this point than New England and Miami. I think they have the better defense, and with Tua out, I would pick the Jets offense and I would pick their coach over both of them. So they have a legitimate shot to make the playoffs. Seattle can't afford to lose any games because the Commanders drop one, they slide right back into that spot. And I think they know that they can compete with the Minnesota Vikings in the playoffs. So this is going to be a playoff game. I'm going to go Seattle in this game just because they're at home and the Jets have been reeling, but I feel like quarterback wise, the 12th man's going to rally around Geno Smith to avenge those awful years with the New York Jets, exercise some demons there. And then Mike White's good. He's really solid, but just on the road in a hostile environment, I'm still not in love with it. We saw some games where he pushed it against the Vikings, brought his team really close, but still going to be rusty. So I'm going to go with the more cohesive team.